So no pain, no gain. Let's go ahead and let's delve right into it, Jeff. Let's go ahead and let's start talking about Andre Johnson and Miles Austin. Let's start talking about hamstring injuries. Let's talk about Andre Johnson. We saw him on the bench last game, basically in tears because how ticked off he was that he can't go back into the game. Give me your update, really.
Well, it's not sounding good. It is an improved hamstring, not as bad as the hamstring he initially had that kept him out for those 6 games, but that was his right hamstring. Now it's his left hamstring. The MRI revealed it was a minor injury, but again, it is a strain. I'd be surprised if he plays. They said he's going to try. They haven't completely ruled him out yet. They're definitely saying, there was a quote that's saying he's going to be back in a couple of weeks. But, you've seen this with a guy like Miles Austin, who had a hamstring strain early in the season and then injured the other one. A lot of times you can have that other injury on the other leg because maybe you're rehabbing and you're focused so much on the weakened leg that your strong leg overcompensates, and you may end up throwing off your biomechanics a little bit. But if I'm Andre Johnson, and the medical staff, why am I going to go out there having my previously bad leg be my good leg? You're running the risk of something serious happening to that good leg. Now that it is his left leg that's banged up. So I'm not leaning towards playing him. I think it's a big risk. I know they've got playoffs on the mind, but they've showed they're able to withstand some of that injury. They can rely on that running game, and I'm not going to run the risk with him. And fantasy owners should anticipate being without him this week.
I was going to say that's the one thing that's really interesting about it all is this is a team that is trying to get into the playoffs. It's not like in years past where they say, well, let's just sit them. They are trying to make that push. What are the dangers though of bringing him back too early?
For the playoffs, even if you make it there, and that's the big thing, re-aggravation and making it serious, going from a grade 1 strain to a grade 2 or even a complete tear. No one else in that division is really threatening them at all. You can make a case maybe for Jacksonville or Tennessee, but it's a long shot at best. I really think that as soon as the Texans can really get a couple wins, maybe lock things up, you're going to see them rest some guys. They've lost their starting quarterback, they've lost their top defensive star, they've lost their backup quarterback. And they can't afford to lose Andre Johnson going forward if they want to make any kind of noise in the AFC playoffs.